Okay, we're live again. So I'm just waiting for you guys to hop on. I'm doing a demo using the batting tape. So I'll just wait until you guys hop on a little bit as we're live. So I can see there's about 3 people on. I'm just going to move the comments on. Hi Debbie, how you going? So this is going to be a no-sew batting joiner demo. It's a Matilda's Own product. I do have it in stock at the moment. I've got a few, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, about 9 or so of it, and I can get more, so it's in stock at the wholesalers too. So hi Gidget, how you going? So this is a great product. It's fantastic if you've got little bits of batting that you need to join together. You can use it for bag batting as well. You might need 2 pieces of it, but it works perfectly fine. This product, this is it here. Obviously it's all back to front because it's in reverse in the selfie mode, but it's called Matilda's Own No-Sew Batting Joiner. It's only $12 a roll, and there's something like, was it, oh, I've covered over that with a sticker. I think it's about 50 meters, I think, or 20 meters, something like that. Anyway, there's a lot on it. So this is mine I've been using. Hi Trish, hi Gidget. Someone else said hi. Debbie, yep, I said hi. So this is just cotton batting. You can use it on any of the battings. It's been floating around here and getting a little bit of stuff on it. But anyway, it's a perfectly good piece, nothing wrong with it, but I am going to do the horrible thing and cut some funny shapes out of it. So just using my scissors. So there we go. So we've got those out, and then out of those I'm going to cut that shape out of there. So now we've got all these little pieces, sorry. Okay, so I am now going to, from here, join these all back together. So a lot of the time your bits of batting are really jagged and all that sort of thing, so just make sure that your joins are nice and neat. So you can still use it, just neaten up the edges so that they butt together like that, and they're not overlapping and all that sort of jazz. So I'm going to join these together now. I have a dry iron, I've got my little mini iron, I have my batting tape, and what I do is, the first thing I do is just eyeball measure the length of batting joiner I'm going to need. So around about there. Come on, cut off. There we go. So that's that. Now it has a glue side as well as a normal side. So you have the glue side down. You place them together like so. They're just butted up together. And this will work with any kind of like 2 bits that weren't originally cut apart from each other. There might be 2 different bits from different part of the roll. So my fingers are catching it. So it'll work that way as well. So what I'm going to do is just press down like that. I'm not actually ironing, I'm just pressing down. Then I'm going to grab this again, and I'm going to measure the other side. This is a rough guess. I'd rather have it a little short and add a bit on than I would waste it, if that makes sense. And then I just hold that down and up again, and it's joined. Look at that. You can see it's joined there. Okay? Now, you can do it both sides if you want to, or you can just do the one side. I'm just trimming off those little excesses on the corners there, because I don't want them to glue onto something else. If you want to, you can join the other side. So let's do that now, just for experiment's sake. That's the long side. My fingers are catching on things today. My skin must be a bit rough. Hold that down, lift up. The other side, just make sure you've got the glue side down. There. And your machine will stitch through it just like normal. Oh, it's much better than hand sewing. It's much better than a zigzag. It's less time consuming. You know, life's short. Let's not waste it doing things that we don't like doing. So just pressing that down again, a little bit there, get that out of the way. And I've joined it both sides now. Give it a bit of a tug. Looks pretty good to me. That's not going anywhere. Okay, now I've got my other piece. So I'm going to join that together while I'm sitting here. So this product is, I think $12 is really cheap. I think it's very, very reasonable. That had the glue up the wrong side. For the amount that you use and how often you use it, it's going to last a long time. I think I'm on my second roll of it, so that's pretty good. Hi Bat, you could use this on oopsies. Yeah, could you? Yeah, absolutely. So say if you've got 2 bits of fabric and you've accidentally cut them apart, and you don't want to have a seam line, you could try and join them together that way. You will need to sew it at some point because it's only going to work if it's an art piece and it's not going through the washing machine. So you just want to make sure that you're, you know, that you're not putting it through a washing machine type scenario, and it's an open seam. So you just want to make sure that you've sealed it all properly. Hi Sandra, how you going? To see you on board. No, I've got a bit of a gap there. That's all right. So I'm just gonna trim that off. Trim that off. And even with that little gap there, that's not gonna do any damage or anything else. That's gonna hold. Okay. Now I want to add it back into this big piece that I cut it from. So I know the first one came from here. So I know it's going to fit in just nicely. So I'm going to pop it in there. Make sure my edges are butting up, not overlapping. You don't want them overlapping unless you really, really have to, because then it creates like a lump. All right, so then we get the batting joiner. And I'm only going to go up to about here because that there ends up getting cut off eventually, and it doesn't need to be joined. That's basically the salvage of the batting, that fluffy stuff. Then I'm going to cut another one here. There, and that one is now joined in. I could do the other side if I want to. I don't have to, and I'm not going to. So I'm going to get the next one, which is this one. I'm going to join it together, exact same way, and this will go into anything that I can use it in, anything like bags or quilts or whatever I like. It doesn't matter. It's nice and strong. So make sure you got glue side down. You got them butting up together. Just hold it down. There's no steam in that iron. I've got no water in it at all. A few seconds. That'll take effect. It's pretty good, and the iron, these little irons get really hot really quick, which is great, so I don't have to hold it there for very long. So we do that, and that one's joined as well, and you can see there's a little bit of a gap. So with that gap I would probably turn her over, which I'll do now so you can see what I'm going to do. Turn her over. and I'll just push it in a little bit more, just a little bit, and then join it on the back. That way I don't have a major gap there. I might choose that one for that one, and I'm just going to push it in like that. Just a bit of chicken scratch. So just push her in. Just hold that down, enough to hold it. And with the extra layer of this on there, it will stop it from coming apart anyway. There's no way knowing that's coming apart in any quilt, and that little lump, that little gap there is not going to make any difference in a quilt either. All right, so now that is all band-aided together, and that is your batting joiner. Now that is this one, obviously back to front, and it's $12 a reel. So if you're interested in getting yourself some of this, please just send me a PM. I'm happy to send it in an order. It is a fantastic product, and it's very, very handy just when you think you haven't got enough wadding to do a bag or to do a quilt. All of a sudden you've got all these scrap bits, you can join them all together and you can complete your project, all in one day, rather than having to go out and buy some more and waste fair, reasonably a good product. We spend a lot of money on these things, and I like to be frugal when I can, and I tend to use them so as much as I can. All right, so I hope you enjoyed that. I hope it was a little bit of information. If you've got any questions, please feel free to send me a message or post it, and I'll see you all soon. The next one I think is at 1:30, so I'll see you then. Bye, ladies.